Hi. All right. I met my wife on Bumble, which is a great dating website if you're a man and a coward. We're in a second marriage together. It's great. I remember on our first date, she told me that she really liked downhill skiing, and I had a very sexist thought. I just thought I'd be better at it than she is. And I know that's sexist now because we went skiing together and we went down a Black Diamond and I almost died. And she just looked bored, honestly. You know. And that's when I realized, I was like, that was such a sexist thought, because as it turns out, how good you are at skiing has nothing to do with whether you're a man or a woman. Okay, the only thing that determines how good you are at skiing is how much money you had growing up. And you just get good at things that you have like access to and you can practice in your formative years, right? Like, so my wife's good at things like swimming, tennis, horseback riding. You know, I'm good at things like lighting gasoline fires, hitting my brothers with homemade nunchucks, you know, and standing in an above ground pool. Those are my skills. I live in Tennessee now, but I'm originally from Boston, which is not a great fit for me comedically. Like when I started doing comedy, I was always nervous because I had to do a lot of college shows and I'm not well educated. Like, for example, one time I got offered a show and I went and did it at MIT. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. It's a pretty good school. And, I went and I did the show, and then afterwards I was hanging out. I was talking to this kid that goes to MIT. I asked him what he was majoring in, and he said math. And I was like, yeah, I would have guessed math. This is MIT. But isn't there like a longer, more specific term for what you're focusing your life's work on? And then I remembered while I was on stage, I had talked about dropping out of community college. And I was like, wait a second. Are you just not telling me the thing that you actually study? Because you don't think I can even understand the words? And then he looked at me and he was like, all right, I study moduli space of pseudo-holomorphic curves and Lagrangian intersection theory.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Yeah, I was like, you could have just said math, dude. I have no idea why I pressed him for a better answer. Like, what did I think he was gonna say? Long division? And then I could play it cool and be like, oh yeah, I used to dabble in a long division. I always wondered what you did with the remainder. I guess that's what MIT is for. It's the Massachusetts Institute of the Remainder. MIT. And we leave the R off because it's Boston. I've been trying to lose weight recently. I tried jogging, which I hate, and my wife tried to give me hints on how to enjoy jogging more because she used to run marathons and stuff. So she told me to listen to music when I run. She was like, that'll make it more entertaining. And I was like, yeah, I already listen to music when I run. And I listen to motivating music that's going to make me run forward. I listen to the ice cream truck music when I run. Yeah. But then she was like, no, listen to Spotify, because on Spotify, there's this special like playlist, like a run playlist, where if you pick it, right, you start running, your phone can tell how fast you're moving. Your phone will tell Spotify, and Spotify will send back songs that have a beat that match your stride. I was like, oh wow, I'm gonna be so amped up, running like Metallica, Megadeth, Rage Against the Machine. Okay, you guys can all see me, right? Like, you know, I don't run fast enough to get any songs by any of those bands. I turned that thing on, started running full speed. The first song I got was Everybody Hurts by R.E.M. Thanks a lot, guys.